Hi everyone, myself Purifist, and welcome back. Uh, you, as you can see, I'm very consistent in code forces or lead code in general DSA. Like you can see here, and in the lead code too. Let me show you my heat map. Let me show you my heat map of the lead code. Yeah, see, but I think I am fairly decent or decent amount of consistent in the GitHub for the last one month, I guess. But yeah, I have to work on my DSA skills more. Just because I don't want to miss any opportunities, just because I am very bad at DSA, I want to make it fairly well compared to others and be very good at the development side. On the development side, I just want to, be a person in machine learning, not research part, but AI agent stuff. Uh, and yeah, I think I am not very clear about what I want to do and how I will do it, but I know I will do it. And for that, I just taking the correct steps in front of me, which seems logical at this moment. So yeah, that's all about the progress and the plan for the next some months. So yeah, that's all. Let's try to get in the zone where I just use my brain more because the one thing I've noticed uh, that for the past some months or maybe a year, I'm using more AI, which is very good. I think, in my opinion, it is very good that I'm using AI because I just want to, don't want to get left behind from the crowd who is using AI because using AI is also a skill. Most of my friends will, while prompting or making some project, they can make a project, but the quality of their prompt, the quality of their use case is comparatively bad if you compare it with me because I am using AI a lot and I know how to save tokens. Not very high level, but yeah, I know how to save tokens and how to get a better answer from the same prompt while by giving them some more context or something. So yeah, that is something I really want to learn, and I'm learning in that phase. But I'm lacking using my brain because if AI can do the simple task much better than me, so what I am doing is I'm doing simple tasks all by using AI and thinking when the hard task came, I will do it myself. But that will not happen because I don't have a ability to solve the hard problems if I don't use my brain on the similar or simpler problems. So yeah, that's all what my mindset is right now and how I'm going to proceed. That's why I just want to use my brain, and DSA is a field where you can use your brain to get the solution of a problem. So yeah, it is a high level of thing which I want to do, and I'm not concerned about lead code right now because I know the companies who will ask DSA will come next year. Most probably, I have something around 9 months. So let me focus on code forces a little bit, and for the next 9 months, I will focus on code forces and will shift on lead code time to time. So yeah, I know I will might change this again, but I really want to be a consistent this time because the if this is said by many great people, but I seen myself that the people who are very consistent in doing something done much better than me or others who is doing that with very intensity but very less consistent in that field. So let me try to be very consistent in whatever I do. and be a person who is not following the traditional path, because I really want to do well. By the well, I mean I don't want to be a guy who works just for earning money. I want to be a guy who earns money while doing the things he want to do. Because we all got a small life, maybe of 60 or 70 years, maybe in better case 90 years. If we get a chance to live in this world for 90 years out of a billion years, which can, which happened or which will happen, who knows? So let's use that. I don't want to waste that. I mean, there is a reason we all are here. There must be a reason we all are there, because no one knows when we started and no one knows when we will end. So let's use the thing which we got wisely. And yeah, very philosophical thing. So currently I'm in Delhi and it's raining a lot since last couple of weeks. And currently the weather also is too much rainy. Oh fuck off. Let me start the thing. And most of the time I will be on the mute, so I use my brain. Let's see. And thanks a lot if you heard this bullshit. And yeah, let's go. Follow your dream. Set your heart ablaze. Said by I forget the name. Still, so let's follow the heart and mind. So yeah, let's start. Hi, I'm live now. Yeah, let me just check the stream real quick, and I'm muting myself just to don't want to disturb you any guys. Yeah. Guys, let me use my mic, so it will be good for me, because I really want to improve my English. For that, I have to speak more this language, and I think it will be a good practice to speak while solving the question because it will help me to make my thoughts better and streamline them and getting to the solution, I guess. Yeah, let's start. Where I kept my specs. Let me see. I got my specs, guys. So yeah, let me start solving. So the plan is to solve the question from the CP31 sheet because it have a really good questions. For I think yeah, let's solve the last some questions of the contest. The plan is to solve the question with your brain. If is there any contest in upcoming days? Scotland, different 4 days. I missed a lot of contests in recent time, and I am not very proud of this. But yeah, it is very bad. The last contest I gave was a virtual contest, as far as I remember. But never mind, we can always start again. So yeah, let's start with 1042. Let me set up my VS Code voice really quick. By the way, this is my project. I will show you in some another video because yeah, it will be a good. CP codes, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, CP codes. You want to save the changes you made to different movie. So, cancel boys, cancel, open folder, desktop, CP codes, CP codes, select folder, don't save, okay. Let's create a folder. What the heck? Not in this. Create a folder with a name of September, okay, and create and let's cd September. Okay, that will be a good open recent open folder cp code September select folder. Uh, I did this because now I can do this. I'm not getting. Yep, got it. Yes, and one more thing was since I'm doing it after a very long time, that's why it's taking me time to set up. But I promise it will take 2 minutes max. Um, what I was searching. Yeah, let me get my old template. Oh, shut. I touched the cup of my coffee to my specs and it's make a mark here. The last which I submitted in July, I forgot. Nice. Nice, nice. July, August, September. Oh, only 2 months. Not very bad, I think. Ah, yeah, very bad. Yeah, let's solve the first question. I think let's do one thing. Mm, this time let's set timer. Okay, let's set a timer of 20 minutes. And if I'm not able to solve in those 20 minutes, I will see the tutorial, not the code. Sorry, tutorial, not tutorial. Sorry, guys. I will not see the tutorial. I will see the hints in the editorial section uh, and come up with the code myself. The plan is to not see the code, the whole code. Okay. So yeah, let's show it. Sorry again. Okay, let's see the test case because I'm still unclear about the question because what it means by the iteration. Is he talking about the element wise iteration means getting from index 0 to n minus 1, or is it talking, or is he talking about the iteration of whole array? I think the step once the first option seems quite you know uh, good because the other option does not make any sense to me. Okay, test case 2 and 7356. Okay, in the one iteration, AI, so it will 6 5 3 6. getting very close to the solution. So my thought process is if this is ignored, it means all the elements in the array A and B are such that for all indexes, BI element is greater than AI element. Okay, and in each iteration, what is happening is uh, we are checking which element is smaller or bigger, and accordingly increases the smaller one. Okay, yep, yes, got it. Yes, getting, let me just get through the, test case dry run one more time because yeah, it is good. In the test case one, the element of A are 7, 3, and the element of L, array B is 5 and 6. So in the first iteration, the AI is greater than BI. So we will decrease the AI. Every operation is happening on AI, not on the array B. So it will become 6, 5, and the next element is become 3 and 6, 4 and 6. Okay, in the iteration second, the element 6 and 5 will become 5 and 5, and this will become 5 and 6. When we are at the third iteration, the status of elements are in the array A, it's 5, 5, and in the array B, it's 5 and 6. So all the elements in the both are such that the BI is greater than the AI, which was the condition which I formulated before. So yeah, I think I got the solution. Let me just code it real quick. We take the inputs in the both the arrays and now we will check. I think we can go for the. I think it can work, but I don't know how. Okay, this is bad. Hmm. Okay, it is working perfectly for these two test cases, but it fails in these two. These are okay. They all are equal. So, okay, I did not. And if they are equal, yep. I think it will pass this test case. Hope so. Okay. Yep. Yes. I'm doing something wrong. Oh, wait. It must be something like getting the maximum element of one, getting the minimum element of one, because I think it will not get too complex, like iteration something. So let me think about that solution. Okay, let me just wait. Let me get. 10 minutes more. Okay. I want 10 minutes more, then I will see the solution. Okay. Uh, let's see the solution, I guess. Yep, I'm not able to come up with a good solution because it must be a simpler problem, but I'm not able to. Rating prediction 800, 800, 800, 900,000. Makes sense. Read the contest. Quality. Excellent contest. Just want to increase the morale of the team. Personal concept. Average. Let me get the hint. The step 2 does not affect the step 1. I'm able to get the logic of these test cases. Okay. But I'm not able to get the logic of this test case, how the solution is coming out to be 7. And let, let me see how. Since in the hint it mentioned that the step 2 does not affect the step 1, so I have to see the maximum decrease AI can have. Okay, got it. In each iteration, it does not mention that we have to do with every element. We can do once and count it as a iteration. So if I'm in this block, let's say the AI, the second index of array A, we can do this three times because the difference is three, and we can do this for three. Then the sum is six, and the one iteration, the first step is seven. That's how it is coming out to be seven. Okay, now I got it. So what we have to change is int answer equals to 1 because the first iteration is counted, and for int I is equals to 0, I is less than n I plus plus. If a I is greater than b of I, then uh, answer plus equal to uh, a of I minus b of I. Okay, and now see out answer. Wait, I think it will work. Yep, this was the. I was making a mistake that I missed this line. In each iteration, we will do the following. He can do this step or this step and count it as a iteration. It does not have to go from the index 0 to n minus 1 and do these steps. If he done this step four times in a one iteration, it can count it as a four. I think so. Maybe let me try. Hope so it will work. Nice. It run. The step two is independent from the step one. This was the hint which I got. And how did we solve that? Nice. Oh, तो, सवाल है. Uh, I think this also works. Let's try the problem two, alternating series. Let me set a timer of 20 seconds, 20 minutes. So the next question is alternating series. You are given an integer n. Call an array A of length n good if for all I1 to n ai dot I is less than 0, the product of adjacent elements is negative. Okay. For all subarrays with a length of at least 2, the sum of elements in subarray is positive. Okay. Additionally, we see a good array A of length n is better than another length n. Okay. It is. I think it is also simple question, but since the language it used in this question is important, so we have to, focus on debugging, not debugging actually, in breaking down the steps of the question, breaking down the logic step by step in this question. So let's try this. Eh, nice, but I don't know what the question means. Mhm. Okay, okay. It is a open statement. So there must be a pattern which a subarray follows to get to this solution. I got it now. So I have to get to that pattern. Okay, nice. Let's say the n is equals to 5 and we print something like uh, 5 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. Then the summation of no, it will do this instead. पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा ना इस साइड का so adjacent elements must be negative so it must be minus 1 1 okay no one 1 minus 1 5 minus 1 1 negative 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 okay and if we sum it will be 5 and whatsoever is positive for some variable length the sum of all is positive. No, it will be 0 if I do this. So what if 1 minus 1, 2, minus 1, 3, minus 1, and for 4, it will be even. So, let me. They did not give much test case. It means there is some, test case. And what can be the solution to this problem? The problem which I'm getting is I have to create the lexicographically smaller. Okay, so if all the arrays are smaller, it should be smaller than that. So I have to take it. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Better the okay. We say a good array of length n is better than the good array of v of length n. It's lexicographically smaller. It means we have to take the It means we have to take the smallest elements. Oh, I got it. I got it this part now. We have to use the smallest elements. We can make a array. Oh, let's say. Here we can be make a array of minus 100 and minus 200 maybe, but it will not be good compared to this. Yes. Okay. It can. It will. Now got it. I solved this part. I will solve this part. For a subarray of length 2, the sum of elements of subarray is positive. Subarray of length 2 is length of all elements subarray is positive. Okay. So, okay. What if let's say the 5 minus 2, 1, 1, negative, and the sum is must be positive. Sum of array is positive. No, it will not work. 2 minus 1, 5, minus 1, 2. In this case, it will be negative. Okay. And summation is positive. And will it be better? Let's yeah. I think I got the pattern now. The pattern which I am thinking, let me show you really quick. What is this? Oh yeah, I was checking the you know, hackathon project which won, and let me show you. The pattern I am thinking is something like it must be, let's say the n is equals to 5. N is equals to 5. So the pattern is minus 1. Wait, can we? What's the problem with the minus 1 implant? Minus 1, 2, 5, and 2 minus 1. What's the problem with this? Okay, let's make this. Let's see the for the four. Because I've been thinking we can use only two elements and form the solution. The two elements are one and two, and alternative plus minus sign. If n is equals to two, can we go with this solution minus one, two, minus one, two? What's the problem with the solution? Uh, Does he the adjacent elements is negative? The adjacent elements is negative. Okay. What a subarray is at least two. The length two. The sum of elements is subarray is positive. The subarray sum is always positive and it's minus one. Initially we say this is like C roughly output is yep, and the output is you know, and he says the output for the subarray with the length to the subarray of all elements of subarray is positive. With length 2, the sum of all elements in the subarray for the subarray with the length at least 2 is positive. If we take the biggest subarray, or if any elements is 2, okay. Uh, Subarray is 2, yep. Okay, what will happen if n is equals to 5? N equals to 5, then we will add, according to our pattern, according to our pattern, we will add minus 1, and the summation will become uh, 4 minus 3, 1. Hmm. Will it be a lexicographical smaller? Let's try the solution. Let's go with this pattern. The only, um, it is failing on the n is equals to 3. We can handle it as a separate case where we output this element, and for the all, it will follow this pattern. For n is equals to 4, we have seen it will be stopped here. Okay, for n equal to 3, and if you see it follows every condition. Okay, so if n is equals to 3, then cout minus 1 space 3 and space, and then final element minus 1 and give it a space. Okay, else for any n, just for any n for int I is equals to 1, so I is equal to n I plus plus, if I percentage 2 modulo 2, sorry, is equals to 0, it means it is a even pay. We have to see out 2 and give it a space, else see out 1 and give a space. Okay, and after this just see out the end below. I think it will work. -1. Yeah, will be -1. I think this will pass. Yeah. I'm not sure about my solution, but let's try if it gets submitted or not. What did do? Why they are using 3 summation? That is, I mean, let me alternating. I think I misread the question or missed the some steps. Additionally, we say a good array is better than another array. Lexicographically smaller. Lexicographically smaller. My answer is lexicographically smaller, but so at least in the sum of elements, subarray is positive. Subarray, what is subarray? Subarray is a subarray of D if D obtained by deletion of several possible zero or all elements from sub-element and several possible from the element of element. So if I get this subarray of this, yes, yes. In my solution, the subarray, if it took a subarray, okay, got it. I made this, okay. If you see, if I take this subarray and this solution comes out to be 0, but if there is -1, 3, and -1, its subarray is summation equal to 1. Oh, this was my mistake, which I am doing in my solution, which I have to fix it. And in the in the even we can do that something like -1, 3, -1, and uh, 3. In the even test case, no, wait. In the even, we can do this as 2. Can we? Yeah. The solution. I think this is what they are telling. Yeah. Oh, let me think. Mm, -3, -1, 3, -1, -1, 3, -1, 2. Is lexicographically smaller than -1, 3, -1, 2, -1, 3. Okay, but does he? Let's try to get closer to the solution. Uh, n equal to 4 minus 1, 3, minus 1, 3, minus 1. Got it. Okay, so what we have done till now is if it is a even, if it is a odd, so minus 1, 3, minus 1, 3, and minus 1. This is the pattern which we are following. So, yeah, because in this subarray, if we try to change, then this subarray will fault, and there is no other lexicographically smaller. But let's say the n is even, so it will be minus 1, 3, minus 1, and we can do this as 2. This is lexicographically smaller than the solution if we put 3 here, and it will not violate this test case and this subarray, and the overall summation is greater obviously. So in the odd and in the even we have to put the last element as 2. Got it. So let me try this question after this. We have to change is n equals to 3, 1, 3 minus 1. No, this is not the thing. I want it to run for the odd only. If n is odd, then n minus minus. If n is even, run odd number of times and add 2 at the end. If n is odd, then कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Okay. Mm, I think so. Yep, this worked. Hmm. Yes, 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 the pattern. We get to the pattern, but we solved this question, but we did not able to get to the pattern of no, this pattern. We missed this thing. Yes, this thing we missed. The summation is getting zero, so we have to do it. Otherwise, we get the solution. Yeah, nice work, boys. Nice work. Let's erase it. Erase it. Uh, yep, 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 yep. That's satisfying. What I did. So I forgot. Let's solve another question. The question must be the same. Get equal. Yeah. Okay, make it equal. Given two multiset S and T, we will get 30 minutes for this. Given two multiset S and T of size n and positive integer k, you have to perform the following operation. Any number including 0 times on S. Select an element x in X and remove one occurrence x in S. Then either insert x plus t into S or insert to S. Determine if it is possible to make S equal to 2 to multiset R equal if every element appear the same. Let me think about this. Uh, see, let me multisets. Is multiset. Multiset is a modification of concept of set that unlike a set allows multiple instances of each of its element. The number of instances given for each element is called multiplicity. Okay, multiset. We can have multiple elements. The number of times of occurrence of any element is called multiplicity. In a multiset and multiplicity. Okay, got it. Multiset. Okay, given two multiset S and T are multiset of size n and a positive integer k. So you perform the following operation any number of times on S. Perform operation on S. Okay, select an element X in S and remove one occurrence of X in S. Then either insert X plus K into S or insert X minus K into S. Determine if it is possible to make S equal to T. Two multiset are equal if every element appears the same number of times in S and T. Okay, okay, it is a yes or no question. Got it? This we can see if this is a test case 6, 2, 9 and 8, 4, 11. Okay, this is a multiset and every element is coming at max one time. So can we make S equals to T? And what is the K? K is equals to 5. Either insert X plus K or X minus K. Okay, any number of time. Okay. elements appear same number of times. Multiplicity of every element must be same. An interesting question, to be very honest. Uh, let me let me show you what I have come up, what I understand from this question. If you see this, okay, okay. So this is the test case, okay, and we have to focus only on this part. We have to focus on only on this part. Okay, 6 can make the if the k is equals to 5, so 6 can make a 6 plus 5 11, 6 plus 5 16, 6 plus 5 is 21. And if we go on the another side, we can make 1 because 6 minus 5 is 1. And when we minus it, it will be 4 because 1 minus 5 is minus 4 and 4 mod is 4. And after this, it will repeat itself. These are the things which we can make. So 6 minus 4 and it will repeat, then it will be 1 and this will be repeat itself. So 6 will map to 4, 2 will map to 8 and 9 will map to 11. Let me show you this part. 9 to 11, how it got mapped. It got mapped by this. Okay. So 9, if you see 9, if you see the 9 and if we add 5, it will be 9 plus 5 is huh? 9 plus 5 is 14. 9 plus 5 will be 19. 9 plus 5 will be 23. No, 9 plus 5 is 24. Something like that. It will keep going on. But, you know, if we look at the another end is 9 minus 5 is 4. 4 minus 1 is minus 1, but it will convert it to 1. And if we add 5 to this one, if we add 5 to this one, then it will be like 11 after 2. I mean, 5 plus 5 plus 1 is 10. And also, what I was talking about repeating the term, with that I mean, if we minus 1 minus 5 again, it will be minus 4. And since it in the question we have to take mod, it will be 4. And if we get 4, we can minus 5 again, and we will keep repeating the step. Okay, so yes, I got the question, and there must be, in the first place, we can remove one occurrence of 1 from the and insert 2. Uh, Let me see. How? Uh, how? Wait. How can we? Okay, I have 15 minutes more to think about this question. Let me think more. How we determine the multiplicity of every element present in S and T set? That's the biggest question. That's the biggest step which I want to solve. And if we somehow able to get the number of occurrences of them, then we can eliminate the and see the remaining. In the remaining part, can they make this or not? Is depend on how they will. Let me think. Gosh. I'm back with a very short clip, and let's think about this again. How, X plus K plus insert minus plus. If, let's try to create a multi-set 6 to 9. So 6 to 9, and we have to create a folder. No, no, no. I have to come up with a good solution, but not able to not able to get any solution or approach. I got that it will get back to that, but how? How to implement this? That's the biggest thing. Let's see the thing. Consider the operation modulo K. Okay. Consider the operation modulo K. He wants to say, okay, if the operation model okay, then can we go bit like 6 to 9 and 8 for 11 test case? Though 8 will convert it to 3 and 4 will be 4 and 11 will be what I'm saying. 11 will be converted to 1 and if we match it, nothing is matched. Then we can go 6 to minus 1, 4, 2 to 3, then 9 to 1, mashed. Mm. Matched. Okay, let's think if it, let's think of this as okay, why we are playing at the game of multiple? If 24 is a required number, then and k is equals to 4, then why we are playing at 24? Let's bring it down to 0 because, yeah, so we're dividing every number by its modulo and getting only the remainder. And if we are seeing the corresponding set have that number or remainder 2, okay, P double over 2. So, yeah, I got it. How? Let me think. 6 to 9 3 4 1. There must be a better solution for this. Mm, 4 and 12, if we modulo it 4, that mash it modulo it 2, 2 and 1, but if you minus it all. Yeah, let's see the solution. We can only change an element x to y if and only if x is equals to 4, x plus y is equals to 0. Okay. Okay, we can change x to y only if these two condition is valid. This statement defines the rule for when you are allowed to transform a number x into another number y based on the mathematical relationship with a third number k. The phrase if and only if means there is a strict two-way rule. The rule says the transformation from x to y is allowed if at least one of the following two condition is true. If one of the following two condition is true. Condition 1 x is equals to, but it is called modular congruence. In simple terms, it means x and y have the same remainder when divided by k. X and y have same remainder, x equal to y mod k. So x have same remainder when divided by k. If x minus y is multiple of k, if if sum of x and y is multiple of k, another way to think is divided by k gives a remainder of okay. It means okay, x and y have same remainder when divided by k, or x and y have same remainder when divided by k. X and y have same remainder when divided by k. X and y have same remainder when divided by k. Let me think how. Is my mic on or not? Yes, my mic is on. Uh, X and Y have same remainder. Give me a second, guys. I am finding the sticky note to stick this statement in front of me. Yep, I got it. X means X and Y have X and Y have same remainder when divided by k. X plus y is equals to 0 mod k. X plus y sum of x and y is multiple of k. How to solve this? No, no, no. How? Uh, x plus y is multiple of k. Late. Okay. Actually, I'm getting the point of why this solution is working, but I will never get to this solution by myself. So let me try to implement this, and we'll formulate it a bit further next time. I don't know what I just said. Why DC? Let me take the input. First change the size of S. Wait. And there are okay. Wait, let me fix it. Yeah, I'm back, boys. Sijk. Let me. I. 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 Here. I. Versus. D. Minus. Here. Healthy. Negative. Yes. Once we transform this S is equals to T अगर ऐसा है तो सी आउट यस एल सी आउट नो एन बी लेट्स रन आवर सॉल्यूशन यहाँ पे I guess we have to define the size of the array here if we have to yes 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 okay minimum of s of modulo k about c minus s of id modulo k modulo k this is multiplied with the reference we need to become as soon as possible, which is equal to then check this will equal. Oh, here. Here, I do. Now this will work for sure. No, it did not. Yeah, I'm taking the help of LLM to solve this. Let's see. Oh, nice. Okay, so it does. So I think from this question, I have learned what I have understood is they transform both the multi-set elements to their lowest possible state because the lowest possible states are two. Once, if we get divided, the remainder when we divided by k, no, the output when an element is modulo with k. The second is the when modulo k element minus k का absolute value in this line. K minus modulo k. How to take absolute value? How to take abs value? How to take, sorry, how to take how to make a negative number positive in C++, no STL. I have to read this, I guess. Yep, yep. I think that is it for today. And because I will give a contest on code shift today, I think I'm planning for it. Code shift. Yep. This is my ID. Let me log in really quick. I'm very consistent in this platform too. Let me show you my heat map of code shift. Let me show you the heat map of my code shift. Let me give me a second. Last contest I gave in July, August, September, yeah, July. Nice submission. I don't know what which question I did. Show me the code. I'll leave it. Today we have a contest. Yep, starters 202. Problem we are available. Yep, in a 2 hours. So that's all for today, guys. And we did three questions today. And it was fun. I mean, I really love Codeforces, to be very honest. I really hate the sheet pattern of doing DSA. I tried to do it, and it is super important too, because in interview they will ask only the standard questions, and if you've done that before, it will give you a great boost. But right now, uh, what I think is if I solve enough number of questions on Codeforces CodeShift platforms, then I will have a temperament of solving a DSA question or temperament of a problem solver. Then if I attempt the sheet question, it will be a good because then I am not learning the code steps. I am actually understanding why we are doing by this method, not by that. So this is just my whole thinking. I think sheet is for revision or to just, get prepared or sum up all the things you have read to a correct places. Sheet must not be the first step to start DSA. I mean, I'm no one to say anything or comment on anything, but this is just what I feel. So leave it if you don't like. So yeah, that's all for today, and hope you the best. And I will try to be consistent. That's not intensity, but I will make sure I will do one question every day for I don't know how long. But I really want to do one question every day. So yeah, thanks for joining. If you see this, just let me know in the comments and have a nice